Hello, welcome to PinVoice. Today I'd like to talk about a judicial sentence in Taiwan. This case involves a person who stabs a railway police officer to death. For some people, you might think it's what? Stabbed a police officer to death. It's kind of hard to believe because we know that many police officers, if see a suspect with a knife or with a weapon, the police officer will warn the suspect, and if the suspect do not listen, and next step the police officer would use gun. But for this railway police officer, he did not use gun or any weapons to solve the situation. Instead, he used his own body to stop the suspect hurting the passengers with his knife. Because in Taiwan, there are some regulations for police officers to use weapon. Maybe that's the reason he did not use his gun for the situation. But anyway, when the case was sentenced yesterday, the Jiayi District Court found this person not guilty of murder because of his mental state. And the district court also allowed this person to be bailed at $500,000. And this person did not have such money, so he was still in the police custody. When this sentence revealed, outcry grew dramatically. Many people disagree with the judge's opinion because the judge said that this person's mental capacity has deteriorated and this person has a mental disorder and had not taken his medicine for 2 years. And this is why he would stab this police officer to death. And this person was not aware of his actions at the time. So, according to law, an offense is not punishable if it is committed by a person who is mentally ill. I think it's not just Taiwan. Many countries where they do have kind of mental exemptions in terms of a sentence. But when they try to use the mental state as an excuse to avoid judicial responsibilities, they have to be very careful and they must provide strong evidences to show that this person was mentally disabled. And the judge would raise the standard pretty high. So it is not as easy as expected. It's not easy at all. So I'm not sure what kind of evidences that the judge considered or what kind of other evidences that the judge did not consider. But at least it has to be very high standard in terms of such case involved with the mental capacity. But that's the sentence. It's not the final. If the prosecutors are not happy with this result, they can appeal anyway. So this is just the preliminary sentence. But after the sentence, I see a group of people try to build up momentum for the appeal. I'm not sure if it is appropriate or not, especially the momentum was encouraged by a group of officials, government officials. For instance, Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen, Minister of Justice, and also the National Police Agency Director General and the Minister of Interior. They're kind of try to join the prosecutors. They're trying to join the prosecutors for appeal. I am not sure if it's the right way for the government officials to do that. Especially it's involved with president. When the president in Taiwan showed her own opinions strongly in favor of prosecutors, I really don't think it's appropriate. I think for all government officials, they have to be role models for their own people. They have to respect the judiciary system, and they have to be neutral. And they know that this is not the final, and they know that the prosecutors have the right to appeal, and they have to be neutral. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing for government officials, to be neutral. And sometimes they just want to get support. They want to win the support from the society, because when they are with majority of people in Taiwan, then they would be applauded, and probably that would be good for their future, political future, something like that. I'm not sure. But for me, I really think that as government officials, we have to be neutral and respect the judiciary system.
谢谢收听，别忘了订阅关注哦，我们下回见。